In May of 2017, the physicians of Tumbler Ridge used their community funds with support from the Northern Health Authority and the Tumbler Ridge Museum Foundation and the District of Tumbler Ridge to put on the 3D conference, Drugs, Dinos and Dinner. And our guest speakers were from the Therapeutics Initiative, a think tank at UBC, and bringing evidence-based use of medications to physicians and pharmacists from the Peace region.
GERD counts as one of the 20 for complex consultation.
And everybody has it.
And everybody has it right now. And it didn't exist actually 20 or 30 years ago. This term, for the younger people here, won't know that GERD was not a medical term. Reflux esophagitis was, and heartburn was, but not GERD.
One of the feedback we get from doing events is we always say nothing works, and people leave feeling like the drugs that they use don't work, and that's not our intent. Our intent is to sort of investigate the structural integrity of the evidence to support the claims made by drug companies or people that want to use drugs. So we're really looking at how you can set realistic expectations about what drugs can do, good and bad, and that's it.
And how would you try to find out? Where would one look for that evidence for a drug none of us are interested in? Unless there's some pharmacists who are. I've heard of it before, but I had no idea what it was. I had to look it up.
Our medical residents actually presented on cases. So first we had Dr. Joel Blumen presenting to the conference, and a little while later we had Dr. Kaylin Boudreau. These talks were then critiqued by the participants and by our guest speakers.
She knows that I'm presenting this, and she's actually excited to hear you guys' opinions about what we can take away from her. So please feel free to add it. So this is a 96-year-old woman. She's very, very frail.
Blood pressure, she had an echocardiogram done, which showed preserved ejection fraction, no significant valvular disease.
Colin, may I ask another provocative question? Is there anyone here who believes they could actually tell whether one drug or multiple drugs had affected her blood pressure?
In between the lectures, participants had a whirlwind tour of all the stuff that the museum does, and were frankly quite blown away by this experience.
The idea of a medical course held in the Dinosaur Gallery there with the skeletons of dinosaurs around us and the fossil record, and actually seeing the rocks that are shown in these images in the poster right up close. It's a whole different experience, and something this town has that nobody else in BC has.
I've never experienced it.
All right. I'm talking to you guys today, showing you guys some 3D imaging so you can come close. What we do is something called 3D photogrammetry, which is doing 3D modeling using digital photographs.
Have you ever met a paleontologist before?
No. And listening to them talk and seeing the passion they have for their work was great.
It's exciting, and basically a professor in blue jeans too.
Yes. Yeah. I definitely come back here. And then also going back into the back room to see the collection and how they detail the fossils and prepare them for display was something I'd never experienced that in.
Very long, tedious work, yeah. So like getting here, it worked out really well. You can see how it cracks, right? That's natural, that's how we found this. So I stabilized it with actual clay type of resin that hardens. So
you put it in this here?
Yeah.
First of all, I'd just really like to thank Action Play Cafe and our staff here.
So these are some of BC's first dinosaur bones. Until these were discovered, they'd only found bone fragments. So there's actually bones found in BC.
Aaron, what would you say is the most amazing thing we saw in Tumbler Ridge?
I think the dinosaur footprints along the river were amazing. And then the second thing that I enjoyed was the community feel.
Yeah, you know, to me, the trip down after the medical course down to the dinosaur footprints with all of us there,
yes,
And as it was getting dark with the lantern light and the paleontologists,
Yes.
I have never been to anything remotely like that anywhere that I've been, all over Canada or the US or in England. And I think people could learn from Dr. Helm and the way he organized this conference. Put a lot of fun, some learning, but more fun into the conference.
Yes.
And what a wonderful place this is. The Mississippian limestone outcrop on the Albright Ridge. I would just love to be up on that height. I suppose there's still snow there now, but by June or July that must be open. And
Look at these.
virtually anything here, these tunnels and the chance to maybe get up on a ledge like this and look for a fossil find. I can't imagine better hiking than here. I've been in the Northern Rockies, further north and south, but this is the one place I've been really keen to see. And now that I'm here, I wish I weren't going back to Vancouver.
Exactly.
So it was just this amazing experience witnessing the doctors of tomorrow having such fun on our trails. So here we present to you the Northern Health Medical Resident class of 2017. So one of the unique things about this conference is that there was no registration fee. It was free, dinner was free, everything was free, but there was payback. And we have this great tradition of medical residents and students who've trained here helping out to clear the trails, and we took that one step further. The morning after the conference, 9 medical residents, a wonderful team, guaranteed to work on our trails and take out the deadfall from the winter with chainsaws and gloves and fully equipped and throwing huge logs off the trail. We think this was a globally unique event. Instead of payment for a conference, help us with the geopark to clear our trail system.
I love doing this. This is great.
There's only one tree down on the spur, but it needs to be taken out. If you go past that tree, then you get to a viewpoint there, which might be nice, like end point. You want to take a few of them there. And at the end of the trail, there was this beautiful view site of the Murray River where these medical residents got together for a group photograph.
John, man!
Oh, you almost got okay.
That they're like quite proud about like where they're from and like their nation and stuff. And they like always want to know where you're from.
Good job. There's another one for you there.
Sorry, John, I'll leave him heavier for you next time.
Yeah, you're cutting them a bit short. Yeah.
Joel, straight back. Miss healthy. 2, 1 for 3.
Oh, jeez,
What happened to 3?
It's certainly a place to come to learn and get the benefit of seeing all the wonderful sights at the museum as well. It's fantastic.
I'm just hoping they invite us back to do another course in February or early March for cross-country skiing.
That would be great.
And then perhaps late August, September for more hiking.
Yes.
Or mountain biking.
Yes, that sounds great.
This is just fantastic. I really like this. This is definitely the most unique and best conference I've ever been to.
Hey, Steve, are you getting this?
no excuses for not being physically active.
You don't need to pay a lot
Do what the cavemen do.
We need a heavier one.
Boys will be boys, but men have got to stay men, okay?
There you go.
That's awesome.
Charles, I just want to thank you. This is probably the best conference I've ever been to. Way more fun than any other conference I've been at.
Well, that's an amazing thing to say.
And we
Thank
learned a
you.
lot too. I've
Yeah.
never been to a medical conference where I
Well,
learned
you've
from
learned more than you taught other people.
Well, that always happens. But this time I learned something interesting about dinosaurs.
Yeah. No, it was just a huge privilege to have you guys here. Everyone that I'm talking to just says, wow, you know, it's the combination of the 3Ds, the drugs, the dinosaurs, and the dinner. I mean, it is unique.
It was just amazing. I'd never heard about Tumbler Ridge before, and I've lived in British Columbia all my life, so it's quite eye-opening. Definitely have to bring the family back.